Hello again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Quake. This time around, we're checking out a very unique level. It stands out for a lot of regards. First of all, it's the first one made by John Romero that's a deathmatch level. And pretty much the only one made by John Romero that's a deathmatch level. It's also the only idBase level, that's deathmatch. So, yeah, it really stands out for its theme and its author. And the fact of the matter that it's pretty much the only one that's really big. Like, this level, because of its expansiveness, is very popular among, like, high base tourney, not tourney, high base, like, team players, all that. Anything that's, like, all, like, massive team death matches, massive clan events, anything whereby there's going to be like a lot of people playing, this is probably the map they're going to be using because of the fact of the matter that it's so open and so expansive in comparison to all the others, which are usually very claustrophobic and usually made up of a few rooms. Making for not exactly the most ideal situations when you're trying to have like a bunch of people. Yeah, especially if you're going for like more than like the default limit of like 8 or so and you're going for like 16 or something. Yeah, you're probably not going to be going with most missions in that case. Um so with all that in mind, we should also mention the fact of the matter that this is one of the rare times it's an id-base level. And id-base levels are rare in themselves. So what that means is that we're going to see, of course, unused textures being used here. Yeah, a bunch of different textures that we couldn't see elsewhere because of the fact that, man, the id-base is so uncommon. Yeah, it's a very interesting oddity to see like some things here because of that fact. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty much your general at the middle level. Run around, shoot things. Walls. Yeah. Yeah. Walls. Romero. Yeah. Okay. Let's load this thing up and shoot those walls. The abandoned base. So we get to hear subtle breathing. I get cells. That's a hint that there's going to be a thunderbolt here. Interesting, since that's the first time we actually get a thunderbolt in these levels. Oh look, some shells. And we can run around here. There's a lot of like boxes, healths. Run around here. Just like a lot of different ways through this maze of stuff. Yeah, I'm moving pretty fast paced through all this, so don't mind me. But yeah, you guys can see it and whatnot. Plus, of course, there was always the walkthrough series, which I basically went to like every corner and would like go like slow, like look here, look here. Yeah, I don't think for this commentary based thing that you kind of need that slow. I think you guys can see pretty much what you need to see, which is basically me running around and just checking out the general theme of the level. I really don't kind of care about placements in this one and all that little randomness, so yeah, it's just kind of appreciation for the general thing of it. Oh, and look, a super nail gun. First times we've actually done one in the entire run. Yeah, it's taken 3 levels to get a super nail gun and a thunderbolt. The thunderbolt's understandable, but the super nail gun? Pretty interesting. The super nail gun is, of course, a lot more popular than the regular nail gun. I don't think like anyone uses the regular nail gun. Pretty much everyone would say this regular nail gun is pretty much the most useless gun in the game. So it's interesting that it's so underused in the multiplayer missions. There's 100 health up there. Remember that, people, because there's actually 300 health in this mission. Yeah. There's a lot of resources here. It's very generous. There's a teleporter there, but of course we don't want to go through a teleporter right away. Oh look, a regular nail gun, in case you're tired of the super nail gun. Totally. You have a nice little staircase up here, which you could kind of run around and pick up some nails and pick up some shells. Yeah, and pick up red armor. That's a nice generous bonus. And now I'm less likely to die. And come over here, here's like a little spawn pad. Nice. Some rockets. And a ring of shadows. That we can hide and be sneaky. I could be like Garrett and sneak around. Okay, so we come down here, we wander around aimlessly, and we get to another 100 health after running past a bunch of random useless ammo. Yay, we got a hill! I am king of the hill! Well, let's keep moving. We have lots to do, lots to conquer. We have to save the world from certain destruction. And that mostly involves running around aimlessly and picking up guns. Somehow that helps. Whee! I just rocket jumped up here. Ain't that awesome? That's how you play an FPS. Rocket jumps, strafe jumping, playing up, and all the good old classics. Bridge-based mechanics, or we'll never die. Okay, so let's see here. This basically is like a circle, so you might as well go like either way. It's like a nice way outside, but we don't really care about that at the moment. We'll find our way out there later. For the time being, Magnum upgrade! 4 times the damage! Let's see here. Come down here, you get some quad damage. Wait, no, the double-barreled shotgun. Not the quad damage. And we're back here. We just went around the giant circle. Oh, it's totally useless. Where is the grenade launcher? Here's a yellow armor. And this teleporter leads out here. Well, that's totally useless. Where is the grenade launcher? We gotta find that grenade launcher, people. I'm on a quest. I need to find the grenade launcher. I need to blow up myself. It's very, very important. This just can't get me back up here. So, yeah. Well, you can come up this way and drop into the water, and now you get to swim around and pretend to be a fish. Totally awesome. And we got the Thunderbolt! Yay! Yay! Oh, look, a grenade launcher! Yay! Bouncy explosives! We come over here, and we can swim up and not drown. And the third health. And the pentagram now protect me from the dangers of myself. Because I'm a terrifying foe that's more than likely to injure myself than anything. So from raising platforms, raise these up, and you kind of just follow these all around, and eventually you drop down here, and you're back. Yeah. We made it through here. Oopsie daisy. Not that like really matters. Yeah, as you see, 250 is like the max you can get in health. So sadly, and look at that ride. It's going down really fast. I'm getting ripped off of my rot. Whee! Die! 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 Oh wait, maybe I shouldn't be shooting myself at the feet. Let's use the Thunderbolt instead. Die! Oh. Well, that's a thing. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have mentioned it, but yeah. The Thunderbolt, basically, you do not want to ever fire in water. Basically, it's pretty much an insta-gab. It basically kills you if you use it in water. Very, very interesting, but it leads to some interesting scenarios, because if you have a pentagram of protection, now all of a sudden, suddenly it becomes a very viable strategy to just jump into water and you basically eliminate anything that exists in the water. It pretty much is a pretty devastating weaponry, and definitely something to watch out for. And that's kind of exactly what you mean when you say all this different skill-based stuff is. It's like you have all these different like rule sets and different little tricks and whatnot all being played in here. But at the same time, the mechanics are so simple to understand that really it's not like counterintuitive at all. It's so primitive and so simple, and yet it worked. And that's probably like the greatest majesty of this, is the fact of the matter that it was just So it was pretty much FPS at its core. It was stripped away of all the annoying old school traits, but it was before they started to add new school features to try and, you know, give itself its own identity. And really, that's kind of why this one's, in a way, like I said, kind of one of the most skill-based shooters even to this day, is because the fact of the matter that because it's so simplistic, because it's so basic and to the core, it really allows for a lot more playability within that certain little rule set. It's a very interesting premise, but yeah, really Quake is about simplicity, and I think they nailed it pretty well. And that's why I actually have some passion for different things and find some things a lot more tolerable than, say, other people. Like, say, Q2. You know, I know, like, Vorknitz over there would hate that. But honestly, me, I feel it's pretty bearable because the fact of the matter, it's just a further step at simplicity. And the base game itself is fun, so therefore, by essence, a simpler form of that is still fun. You know, window dressing is always nice. It makes it look, you know, more interesting and more memorable. I will say that it retains a lot more memory with that window dressing. But even without it, at the core, it's still the gameplay. And at the end of the day, that's what really matters. That's what really, as an old school gamer, you really should be saying. It's the gameplay that matters, you know, otherwise, why are you really bothering with the old school games? But yeah, that's why I never really understood graphics mods and all that craziness. Why even like? Actually, that's why I really don't understand like modern source ports. Like I can understand making compatibility with newer OSs, but you know, I guess the most compatibility we really need is like for the internet or whatnot. We don't need all these flashy effects. We don't need like colored lighting and all these different little things or whatnot that they really insist on adding a lot. But yeah, that's my little soapbox rant. Anyway, never mind. Thank you very much all for watching. It has been yet another terrible randomness, walk around and die adventure. And with that in mind, Adios, muchachos.